Husband abandons black wife on delivery day to marry his rich boss. Unaware, she just closed a $100 billion deal. That wasn't exactly true. She could call her legal team, the same team that had helped her sign the $100 billion acquisition deal just hours earlier. The largest private equity buyout in U.S. history. Her crowning achievement after years of relentless work. Have you ever had your world collapse at the moment you needed support most? Hi viewers, kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Warm welcome to the family. Enjoy the story. As contractions tore through her body, Monica stared at the glowing phone screen. 6 words that destroyed her world while new life fought to enter it. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. Monica pressed her fists into the hospital mattress, sweat beading across her forehead as another wave of pain crashed through her. The contraction peaked, stealing her breath, her vision blurring around the edges. But nothing hurt worse than those 6 words from Kyle. I'm marrying Claire tonight. Claire, his wealthy boss from Charlotte. The woman who'd been calling at odd hours for urgent work matters. The pieces clicked into place with brutal clarity. Deep breaths. Monica, the nurse encouraged, adjusting the fetal monitor. Your baby's heart rate is strong. You're doing great. But Monica wasn't doing great. She was alone in an Atlanta hospital room while the man who'd vowed to love her through better or worse was walking down the aisle with another woman. The betrayal cut deeper than the physical pain gripping her body. Rain lashed against the hospital windows, nature's fury matching the storm inside her. The delivery room's clinical white walls closed in as another contraction peaked, her knuckles whitening around the phone, still displaying his betrayal. Would you like me to call someone else for you? Honey, the kind-eyed nurse asked, noticing Monica's tears. No, Monica managed. There's no one else. That wasn't exactly true. She could call her legal team, the same team that had helped her sign the $100 billion acquisition deal just hours earlier. The largest private equity buyout in U.S. history. Her crowning achievement after years of relentless work. Work that had taken her between California and New York for months. She kept quiet from Kyle because she wanted to surprise him. Because she wanted to know who loved her for her, not her bank account. Now she knows. Monica closed her eyes, remembering how Kyle had kissed her that morning before leaving, tender, lingering. His hand had caressed her swollen belly with what seemed like love. I'll be back by 6, he'd promised. All performances, all eyes. A fresh contraction gripped her harder than the last. Monica gasped, dropping the phone onto the sterile sheets. It's time to check your dilation again, the doctor announced, walking in. You're progressing faster than expected, just like her career. Just like her life, which was splitting into before and after with each passing minute. 9 centimeters, the doctor confirmed. We're almost there. When the next contraction comes, I want you to push. Monica deleted Kyle's number with trembling fingers. Her baby would enter the world without a father present, but with a mother who'd just become one of the most powerful women in the business world. A fact that would remain her secret for now. I need you to focus, Monica, the doctor said firmly. Your baby needs you to be fully present right now. She nodded, setting the phone aside. The doctor was right. This moment wasn't about Kyle's betrayal. It was about the new life she'd created. A life that deserved her full attention and all her strength. The next contraction built like a wave. Monica grabbed the bed rails and pushed with everything she had. Have you ever had your world collapse at the moment you needed support most? When the person who promised to stand by you vanished exactly when you needed them. Drop a comment below if you've faced betrayal at your most vulnerable moment. And keep watching to see how Monica transforms this heartbreak into the most powerful comeback you've ever witnessed. The same moment Monica brought her daughter into the world with one final push, she silently vowed 2 things: to love this child fiercely and to never again let a man determine her worth. It's a girl. The doctor's announcement cut through the haze of exhaustion. A beautiful, healthy girl. The first cry, strong, demanding, uncompromising, filled the delivery room. Something fierce and protective ignited in Monica's chest as they placed the tiny, squirming bundle on her skin. Hello, Arya, she whispered, the name she and Kyle had chosen together, now claimed solely as her choice. "I've got you." Aria's tiny fingers curled around Monica's thumb with surprising strength. In that grip, Monica felt something she'd lost in the hours since Kyle's text: power, purpose, clarity. Dawn broke over Atlanta as Monica cradled her newborn against her chest, the weight of this tiny human anchoring her to reality while her mind raced with boardroom strategies. Outside her private room, nurses whispered about the mysterious woman who'd given birth alone, yet had corporate attorneys calling every hour. "Ms. Davis." A nurse knocked softly before entering. "There's a package for you." The overnight delivery contained documents requiring immediate review: merger details, regulatory filings, press announcements that needed approval before markets opened. Monica shifted Aria to one arm, signing where indicated with her free hand. Most new mothers aren't handling corporate takeovers from their recovery beds, the nurse observed with raised eyebrows. "Most new mothers haven't been abandoned by their husbands on delivery day," Monica replied, her voice level. "We all cope differently." When the nurse left, Monica reached for her secure phone, not to call family or friends with birth announcements, but to contact her legal team. "Jennifer? It's Monica. She's here. 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Perfect." A pause. "Yes, I'm ready to proceed with everything we discussed. And I need you to add something to the pile: divorce papers. Draw them up immediately." Across the room, Aria slept peacefully in the hospital bassinet, oblivious to the empire being rearranged around her tiny existence. Monica looked at her daughter and felt her heart expand. "You'll never know what it's like to beg for what's rightfully yours," she promised softly. "You'll never watch someone walk away with your dignity." When her phone lit up with Kyle's name 12 hours later, Monica felt nothing. Not anger, not pain, just cool assessment. His tearful voice asked if he could see his daughter. "You'll need to speak with my attorney," she replied, then ended the call. She stroked Aria's downy head, marveling at the perfect curve of her ear, the fan of dark lashes against newborn cheeks. This child would grow up watching her mother wield power, not surrender it. Watching her rebuild, not break. "We don't need him," Monica whispered to her sleeping daughter. "We never did." What's the most powerful moment that redefined you? The instant you knew you would never be the same person again? Hit that like button if you've experienced that transformation point, and comment below with your story of becoming someone new in the face of betrayal. Because Monica's journey from delivery room to boardroom is just beginning, and what comes next will make Kyle wish he'd never sent that text. While other new mothers received flowers and congratulations, Monica received term sheets and acquisition papers in her hospital room, and discovered revenge tastes sweeter than pain. The market's responding positively to the announcement, her CFO reported through the secure video call. Stocks up 12% since opening bell. Monica adjusted her laptop screen while keeping one hand on Aria's back as she slept against her chest. And the subsidiary reports? All coming in, including the regional breakdown for Eastern operations you requested. Monica nodded, scrolling through the data with her free hand. "Send me everything on Luminex Technologies, particularly their management structure and recent executive hires." Luminex? That's a small player in our new portfolio. "Any particular reason for the interest?" "Just being thorough," Monica replied, her voice neutral even as her heart rate quickened. Luminex, the company where Claire had just promoted Kyle to regional director. The company that now, unknowingly, belonged to Monica. Her hospital suite transformed into command central. Laptop balanced on knees still sore from childbirth. Legal documents strewn across sterile sheets. Aria sleeping peacefully in the bassinet beside million-dollar contracts. The physical therapist arrived for her postpartum recovery session, strong hands working to help Monica's body heal from the trauma of childbirth. "Your muscles are holding a lot of tension," he observed, fingers finding knots along her shoulders. "Try to relax." Monica closed her eyes, suddenly aware of how long it had been since anyone had touched her with care. The physical therapist's professional contact highlighted the absence of intimacy in her life, a void she decided would remain unfilled. Physical desire was a distraction she couldn't afford now. I'm channeling that tension into productivity, she replied, reopening her eyes when Arya began to stir. On her third day postpartum, Monica's legal team delivered the final divorce papers for her signature. No demands for alimony, no fight for assets. Just clean, surgical separation with full custody provisions and generous visitation, rights Kyle would never deserve. Are you sure about the financial terms? Jennifer asked. You're entitled to much more. Monica signed with a flourish. I don't want to need anything from him. The less entanglement, the better. What Kyle didn't know, what nobody knew except her innermost circle, was that Monica's net worth now exceeded his by several $billion. His betrayal had coincided with her greatest professional triumph, a cosmic alignment that felt like justice. One more thing, Monica said, handing the papers back. I want information on Kyle's new position at Luminex Technologies. Reporting structure, responsibilities, performance metrics. Jennifer raised an eyebrow. Planning something? Just due diligence. 3 days after giving birth, Monica discovered something that made her laugh out loud for the first time since Kyle's text. His new company, where Claire had promised in partnership, was a subsidiary of the conglomerate Monica had just purchased. Kyle hadn't just left his wife. He'd unknowingly handed her the keys to his future. Oh, Kyle, she whispered, staring at the organizational chart with his name 3 levels down from her position as majority owner. You really should have checked who signs your paychecks before you walked away. Arya fussed in her bassinet, and Monica lifted her daughter, kissing her forehead. That's our little secret for now, sweet girl. Mommy's just getting started. When have you turned pain into productivity? When did your lowest moment become your launching pad? Tell me in the comments how you transformed setback into comeback. Because while Kyle thinks he's climbing the corporate ladder with his new bride, Monica is about to show him what real power looks like. And it's wrapped in a hospital bracelet, holding a newborn, and planning a reckoning no one will see coming. Monica returned home with her newborn daughter and a secret that would shake Wall Street. She now controlled the fate of the man who abandoned her at her most vulnerable moment. The elevator opened directly into her penthouse foyer, where freshly delivered baby items awaited. A top-of-the-line bassinet, organic cotton onesies, the newest smart baby monitor, all purchased by her assistant, not gifted by friends or family. Monica had always valued self-sufficiency over connection, a trait that served her well now. Welcome home, Arya, she whispered, carrying her sleeping daughter through rooms that felt both familiar and strange. The nursery, painted soft mint green 2 weekends ago by Kyle in a show of fatherly commitment, stood ready but hollow, like his promises. Monica placed Arya in the bassinet and immediately opened her laptop. While other new mothers slept when their babies slept, she built empires. Acquisition integration proceeding on schedule, she typed to her executive team. Continue operating with existing management structure for now. No announcements about ownership changes at subsidiary level until my return. Her finger hovered over the send button, a smile playing at her lips. Let Kyle enjoy his new promotion, his new wife, his new life, all while remaining completely unaware who actually controlled his fate. Her penthouse nursery glowed soft pink in the midnight hours as she nursed Arya with one arm, the other scrolling through confidential reports on her tablet. Below, Atlanta's skyline glittered like the future she was methodically constructing, brilliant, vast, and entirely on her terms. In the shower that night, hot water cascading over her tender postpartum body, Monica examined her reflection in the steamed glass. Curves changed by pregnancy, marks etched by childbirth, but also strength visible in her shoulders, determination in her stance. This body had created life, and now it would create justice. 2 weeks into motherhood, Monica established a rhythm. Mornings with Arya, feeding, bathing, skin-to-skin bonding. Afternoons for business while the night nurse watched the baby. Evenings again with her daughter. Sleep came in precious 3-hour stretches, but Monica operated with laser focus despite the exhaustion. Not once did she respond to Kyle's increasingly desperate text messages. Please, Monica, I made a terrible mistake. Let me see my daughter. My lawyer says you can't keep her from me. This isn't fair. Claire doesn't understand why you won't return my calls. Each message she forwarded directly to her attorney without reply. Let him squirm. Let him wonder. Let him feel a fraction of the abandonment he'd inflicted. When the invitation arrived, gilt-edged and embossed with her former mother-in-law's monogram, Monica traced the words, "Baby Welcome Party," with a manicured finger. Kyle's family had no idea he'd left. The decision she made next would either expose his betrayal to everyone or give him one last chance at redemption. "Shall I RSVP yes?" her assistant asked when Monica forwarded the invitation. Monica stared at her sleeping daughter, so innocent and unaware of the broken promises surrounding her birth. "Yes," she decided, "and order me something in white. Something expensive. Something unforgettable." Have you ever held a powerful secret that changed how you viewed someone who hurt you? Did you reveal it immediately or wait for the perfect moment? Share your experience below. And keep watching to see what happens when Monica walks into a room full of people who have no idea their beloved Kyle abandoned his wife during childbirth, or that she now holds more power than all of them combined. She walked into her mother-in-law's mansion with her 3-week-old daughter in her arms, wearing a smile as carefully crafted as her revenge plan. The sprawling Texas estate had always intimidated Monica, old money displaying itself in every antique, every portrait of Kyle's ancestors looking down with aristocratic disapproval. Today, those judgmental eyes couldn't touch her. She carried something more valuable than their generations of wealth: the truth. "Monica, darling," Catherine Reynolds embraced her awkwardly, careful not to disturb baby Aria. "You look absolutely radiant. Motherhood suits you. Thank you for hosting this lovely party," Monica replied, her voice warm despite the ice in her veins. "Aria and I are touched by your thoughtfulness." Crystal chandeliers cast judgmental light over the Texas mansion's great room as whispers followed Monica's entrance. Baby Aria, swaddled in cashmere against her chest, served as both shield and sword. No one would dare attack a new mother directly, yet her presence alone raised the question everyone avoided. Where was Kyle? "Let me hold my granddaughter," Catherine cooed, already reaching for the baby. Monica surrendered Aria with practiced grace, watching as the older woman melted at the sight of features that mirrored her son's. The same dark eyebrows, the same chin. The continuation of the Reynolds bloodline that meant everything to old Southern families like theirs. "She's perfect," Catherine whispered. "Just perfect." "She is," Monica agreed, though her birth was complicated. Something flickered across Catherine's face. Concern, confusion. Kyle mentioned an emergency. He's been so busy with this new position that he couldn't get away today. Such a shame he's missing this. So that was the story he'd told. Monica nodded sympathetically. Work does keep him extremely busy these days. She moved through the party with diplomatic precision, accepting congratulations and deflecting questions about Kyle with vague references to his important new responsibilities. Each evasion was technically truthful, yet completely misleading, a skill she perfected in negotiating billion-dollar deals. "Monica!" A deep voice at her elbow made her turn. Kyle's brother Michael stood too close, bourbon on his breath, eyes traveling appreciatively over her white designer dress. "Motherhood becomes you. You're glowing." "Thank you, Michael." He leaned closer, lowering his voice. If Kyle doesn't appreciate what he has, others might be more perceptive. Monica met his gaze coolly. "I'll keep that in mind." She excused herself, retrieving Aria from a circle of cooing great aunts. The baby had become fussy, sensing perhaps the undercurrents of tension beneath the polite Southern hospitality. When Kyle's mother cornered her by the dessert table, voice lowered to avoid gossip, she asked directly, "Where's my son, Monica? And don't tell me it's work. He's not answering my calls, and there's something you're not saying." Monica bounced Aria gently, buying seconds to decide. The entire party, 40 of Kyle's closest family and friends, waited just yards away, celebrating a family unit that no longer existed. "Your son," Monica said carefully, "left me while I was in labor. He sent a text message saying he was marrying his boss, Claire, that was 3 weeks ago, and he hasn't seen his daughter once. She kept her voice level, professional. I've been trying to protect his reputation by not announcing it publicly, but I won't lie to you directly, Catherine. The champagne flute slipped from Catherine's manicured fingers, shattering against imported marble. Silence rippled outward from the sound, drawing all eyes to the tableau of shocked mother-in-law and composed new mother. No, Katerina Wispeth. Kyle wouldn't check his Instagram, Monica suggested gently. He and Claire posted wedding photos from Cabo the day after Aria was born. Have you ever maintained a perfect facade while internally planning your next move? How long did you keep your poker face before showing your hand? Tell me your story of strategic patience. Because Monica just lit the fuse on a family explosion that will reach Kyle in his corner office, right before she reveals herself as his new boss. News of Kyle's abandonment spread through Atlanta's social circles like wildfire, but what burned even hotter was the mystery of Monica's unexpected composure and the rumors of her sudden wealth. Did you hear? The whispers followed Monica at her pediatrician's waiting room, left her during labor for his boss. Poor thing, others murmured, not realizing the poor thing had just conducted a billion-dollar conference call while her daughter napped. Monica ignored the sideways glances and hushed conversations that stopped when she entered rooms. Let them think she was devastated. Let them believe she was surviving on family money or Kyle's guilt payments. The truth was far more satisfying, but not yet ripe for revelation. Her home office became her war room. Blinds drawn against prying eyes, baby monitor beside, dual screens displaying market projections, the soft hush of Aria's breathing through the speaker, a counterpoint to the sharp click of Monica's nails on keyboard keys. Our anonymous acquisition strategy continues to yield results, she told her executive team via secure video conference. The subsidiaries remain unaware of the management changes coming next quarter. On screen, her chief counsel leaned forward. Kyle Reynolds has requested paternity leave from Luminex Technologies. How would you like us to proceed? Monica smiled, adjusting her webcam so they couldn't see Aria sleeping against her shoulder. Deny it. Company policy requires 30 days notice for family leave. He's been there less than a month. Seems harsh, her HR director commented. Policy is policy, Monica replied coolly. No exceptions. That night, she dreamed of Kyle. In the dream, he appeared at her door, begging forgiveness. Their argument turned heated, then transformed into something else, his hands on her waist, her fingers in his hair, anger morphing into raw physical need. Just before their lips met, Monica turned away, leaving him reaching for emptiness. She woke feeling powerful rather than disturbed. Even her subconscious knew she was done being vulnerable. 6 weeks after Aria's birth, Monica agreed to meet with the director of a community center where she'd volunteered before her pregnancy. The funding request meeting was scheduled during nap time, her first public business appearance since becoming a mother. Your donation last year kept our doors open, the director said, unaware she was pitching to a woman who could now purchase the entire building with a day's interest earnings. We're hoping for your continued support. Monica wrote a check that made the director gasp. I believe in your work, she said simply, and I'll be bringing Aria to your mom and baby classes next month. That's incredibly generous. Are you sure? I'm in a position to help, Monica replied, revealing nothing more. As videos of the exchange circulated among Atlanta's philanthropic community, speculation intensified. How had Monica bounced back so quickly? Where had this sudden wealth come from? Was there a secret settlement from Kyle? The email from New York arrived precisely when Monica had calculated it would. An invitation to represent her newly acquired company at the annual shareholders gala. The same gala where Kyle would be attending as Claire's plus one, blissfully unaware that his new fiancé's company now answered to his ex-wife. Her RSVP would change 3 lives forever. Book the penthouse suite at the plaza, she instructed her assistant, and call Oscar de la Renta. I need something unforgettable. Monica closed her laptop and lifted Aria from her playing mat, breathing in her sweet baby scent. Ready for a trip to New York, little one? Mommy has a surprise for Daddy. When have rumors about you work to your advantage? Have you ever let people underestimate you as part of your strategy? Share how keeping people guessing has worked in your favor. Because Monica isn't just planning a business trip. She's orchestrating the most satisfying revelation New York's business elite has ever witnessed. And Kyle won't know what hit him. The private jet touched down in New York as Monica applied her lipstick. Red, the color of power, the color of blood. Ready to reclaim everything Kyle thought he'd taken from her, including her pride. Ms. Davis will be at the gate in 3 minutes, the pilot announced over the intercom. Monica capped her lipstick and glanced at Aria, sleeping peacefully in her custom aircraft bassinet. 2 months old and already logging more private flight hours than most executives. The thought brought a smile to her lips. The nanny arrived at the plaza an hour ago, her assistant reported. Everything is prepared for Aria, and your schedule is confirmed. Hair and makeup at 3, dress fitting at 4, car to the gala at 7. Perfect. And the seating chart for tonight. Confirmed. Mr. Reynolds and Ms. Westfield are at table 17. You're delivering the keynote and seated at the head table. Monica nodded, satisfaction warming her chest. Kyle had no idea she'd be there. No idea she was anything more than his discarded wife at home with their baby. Tonight would change everything. Manhattan welcomed her with steel and glass reflections, a city built on ambition mirroring her own transformation. From her penthouse suite at the plaza, Monica surveyed Central Park while her assistant steamed the black Valentino gown that would serve as both armor and weapon at tonight's battlefield, disguised as a ballroom. Ms. Davis, the hotel's concierge delivered a large envelope. This just arrived for you. Inside was the final intelligence report from her team. Details about Kyle's first months at Luminex, including his upcoming presentation to investors. The presentation she would now control completely. The stylist arrived with 3 assistants, transforming Monica from new mother to corporate warrior. Each decision, from her swept-up hair exposing diamond drop earrings to her precisely fitted gown with its dramatic back, was calculated for maximum impact. The neckline needs to be lowered half an inch, she directed as the designer himself pinned the alteration. I want it perfect. The Italian designer's hands worked with expert precision, his touch professional, yet intimate enough to remind Monica's body of needs she'd set aside. The warmth of fingers against her collarbone triggered forgotten awareness. Beautiful, he murmured when finished, stepping back to admire his work. You will be the most stunning woman there. That's the plan, Monica replied. While Aria napped under the nanny's watchful eye, Monica reviewed her speech one final time. Not just any keynote, but the official announcement of new leadership at Genex Holdings, the parent company that had acquired Luminex Technologies. Her coming out party as one of the most powerful women in American business. Your hair is flawless, the stylist declared, spinning Monica toward the mirror for final approval. She studied her reflection, eyes bright with anticipation, shoulders back with confidence, not a hint of the exhausted new mother she'd been just hours earlier. This version of Monica was built for vengeance, dressed as victory. As her car pulled up to the gala's red carpet, Monica's phone buzzed with a text from her inside contact. They've just arrived. Kyle's wearing a new Rolex, apparently a gift from Claire to celebrate his promotion. Should we proceed as planned? Monica's smile reflected in the tinted window as she replied with one word, absolutely. Camera flashes exploded as she stepped onto the red carpet. The business press, expecting a standard CEO photo op, instead got their first glimpse of the mysterious new power player whose acquisition had shocked Wall Street. Ms. Davis, over here. Monica, look this way. She gave them exactly 30 seconds, posing with practiced precision before gliding into the venue. Inside, 500 of America's business elite mingled over champagne, unaware that the Real show was about to begin. What would you wear to face the person who betrayed you if you knew you now held all the power? Would you choose subtle elegance or statement-making boldness? Share your power outfit in the comments. Because Monica isn't just making an entrance. She's about to rewrite the ending of her story with Kyle watching from the audience. 300 of the most powerful people in American business rose to their feet as Monica was announced as the keynote speaker. All except Kyle, who froze in his chair, champagne glass suspended halfway to his lips, face draining of color as he realized what was happening. Ladies and gentlemen, the MC's voice boomed across the grand ballroom. Please welcome our keynote speaker, the new CEO and majority shareholder of GNX Holdings, Ms. Monica Davis. The applause thundered as Monica ascended the steps to the stage, each stride purposeful in her stilettos. The spotlight caught the diamond drops at her ears. Her first self-purchase after the acquisition. Below, at table 17, Kyle's expression shifted from confusion to horror to calculation in rapid succession, while beside him, Claire's professional smile calcified into something brittle as understanding dawned. Monica took her place at the podium, allowing herself 3 seconds to meet Kyle's stunned gaze before addressing the room. "Thank you for that warm welcome," she began, her voice steady and strong. "Some of you know me from my previous work in private equity. Others are meeting me for the first time tonight. But all of you will remember this evening as the beginning of a new era for GNX Holdings and its subsidiaries." The crowd hung on her every word as Monica outlined her vision for the company's future: innovation centers, expanded market reach, charitable initiatives. With each point, her confidence grew, feeding off the energy of respected industry leaders nodding in approval. Kyle's shock had morphed to anger now, his jaw clenched tight as he whispered frantically to Claire. "Too late. Far too late. Under my leadership," Monica continued, "we will implement a complete restructuring of our management approach, beginning with our regional divisions." She clicked to the next slide, revealing an organizational chart with Kyle's division highlighted in red. The Eastern region will receive particular attention in the coming weeks as we evaluate performance metrics and leadership capabilities. From across the ballroom, Kyle's face reddened. The look of a man realizing his career now rested in the hands of the woman he'd abandoned during childbirth. Monica delivered the rest of her presentation with flawless precision, making deliberate eye contact with powerful men and women throughout the room while completely ignoring table 17. When she mentioned expanding family leave benefits for all employees, appreciative murmurs rippled through the audience. "After all," she added with a knowing smile, "I recently became a mother myself, to a beautiful daughter." The revelation sparked curious whispers. Most of these people had no idea of her personal life, exactly as she planned it. As she concluded to thunderous applause, Monica noticed several attractive industry leaders watching her with newfound interest. The power she now wielded created its own magnetism, drawing offers of partnership, both professional and potentially personal. She filed this awareness away for future consideration. "Thank you for your attention tonight," she finished. "I look forward to working with each of you as we build GNX's future together." Standing ovation, cameras flashing, success beyond her expectations. Monica concluded her speech to thunderous applause, stepped away from the podium, and walked directly toward Kyle and Claire's table. The crowd parted like water, sensing the electric charge of unfinished business. "Hello, Kyle," she said, her voice carrying just far enough for nearby tables to hear. "I believe you've been promoted to oversee the Atlantic Division? How fortunate. I've just decided to personally review that entire operation, starting tomorrow." Kyle stood abruptly, nearly knocking over his chair. "Monica, I can explain." "No need," she interrupted smoothly. "Your performance metrics will speak for themselves. My office, 9 a.m. sharp. Do bring your complete files." She turned to Claire, whose normally confident demeanor had collapsed into barely concealed panic. "Ms. Westfield, congratulations on your recent marriage. I trust you'll continue leading marketing with your usual creativity." Without waiting for a response, Monica moved on to greet the CEO of a partnering technology firm, leaving chaos in her wake. Have you ever had the satisfaction of shocking someone who underestimated you? That moment when they realize they've made a terrible mistake in dismissing your potential? Share your triumph story below, because tomorrow morning, Kyle will walk into Monica's office thinking he can charm his way out of trouble. But he's about to discover just how completely the power has shifted. The morning after the gala, Kyle arrived at his office to find his security badge deactivated, his personal items boxed, and his ex-wife sitting behind what used to be his desk. Your temporary office is down the hall. Monica informed him without looking up from her tablet. This space is now Eastern Division headquarters. Kyle dropped his briefcase, all pretense of composure abandoned. What kind of game are you playing? You can't just take over you're what? Monica finally raised her eyes to his. Your company? Your division? Your office? None of it was ever yours, Kyle. You work here at my discretion. Floor-to-ceiling windows showcase Manhattan's skyline behind Monica, the empire of steel and ambition providing backdrop to her moment of calculated justice. Kyle's reflection in the glass doors showed a man diminished. Designer suits suddenly ill-fitting, confidence evaporated into the recycled air of what was no longer his domain. How long have you known? He demanded, voice lower now, aware of curious employees watching through glass walls. Known what? That I own Luminex? Since before you accepted the position. Monica leaned back in his former chair. That you were planning to leave me? About 20 minutes before you did. Kyle ran his hand through his hair, his new Rolex catching the morning light. Claire's gift, purchased, ironically, with money that ultimately came from Monica's company. This is about revenge, he accused. No, Kyle. This is about business. Monica stood, smoothing her tailored blazer. If it were about revenge, you'd be unemployed instead of underperformance review. He moved closer, lowering his voice to the intimate tone that had once made her heart race. Monica, listen. What happened between us? I made a mistake. I got caught up with Claire, but seeing you last night, knowing about her daughter, we could try again. The suggestion hung in the air between them, audacious in its assumption. Monica's laugh held no humor. Are you seriously trying to use our past relationship as leverage in this situation? I'm trying to fix what I broke, he insisted, moving close enough that she could smell his cologne, the same one she'd given him last Christmas. What you broke can't be fixed, Monica replied, stepping back to establish professional distance. But what you can do is your job. If you're as good at sales as Claire thinks you are, prove it. Meet your targets. Exceed them. I reward performance, not personal connections. Kyle's expression hardened. And if I quit, your non-compete agreement prevents you from working in this industry for 2 years. Claire's company can't hire you either. They're our subsidiary now. Monica shrugged. But you're welcome to try your luck elsewhere. His face flushed with understanding. He was trapped. You've thought of everything. I had plenty of time to think while giving birth alone. The barb hit its mark. Kyle flinched. Your performance review is in 30 days. Monica continued professionally. Your team briefing starts in 20 minutes in conference room B. Don't be late. As security waited to escort Kyle from the building, Monica slid a manila envelope across the polished desk. Divorce papers, she explained, already signed by me. And something else, visiting rights to Aria. You abandoned your wife, Kyle, but I won't let you abandon your daughter. The question is, are you man enough to be in her life on my terms? Kyle stared at the envelope, the fight visibly draining from him. Can I at least see a picture of her? Monica hesitated, then opened her phone and turned it toward him. On screen, Aria lay sleeping, dark lashes against chubby cheeks, one tiny fist curled near her face. She has your eyes, Monica said softly, the only moment of genuine emotion she'd allowed herself in his presence. Kyle nodded, unable to speak, and took the envelope with unsteady hands. What would you say if you had 5 minutes alone with someone who betrayed you, but now worked for you? Would you fire them immediately or find a more creative consequence? Tell me your justice scenario. Because while Monica just delivered her first checkmate, the game is far from over, and an unexpected player is about to make a surprising move. Claire arrived at Monica's hotel suite unannounced, her Louboutins clicking against marble like a countdown to confrontation. But what she offered wasn't a fight, It was an alliance that would reshape 3 lives. Ms. Westfield, Monica greeted coolly, opening the door wider. "This is unexpected." Claire stood in the doorway, her usual polished confidence replaced by dark-circled eyes and tense shoulders. "May I come in?" This conversation shouldn't happen in a hallway. Monica stepped aside, gesturing toward the living area of her suite where financial reports covered the coffee table. Through the partially open bedroom door, the baby monitor glowed softly, Aria's gentle breathing audible in the quiet room. "I assume this is about Kyle," Monica said, not offering refreshments or taking a seat. Let Claire feel off balance. Yes and no. Claire placed her designer bag on the floor and met Monica's gaze directly. "It's about what Kyle did to both of us." This wasn't the opening Monica had expected. She raised an eyebrow, inviting elaboration. "He lied to me," Claire continued, pulling a tablet from her bag. "About everything. About you, about why your marriage ended, about his qualifications. And I have proof." Afternoon light slanted through floor-to-ceiling windows as 2 women, one in CEO power suit, one in designer nursing dress, assessed each other across imported Italian furniture. Between them, a tablet displayed Kyle's emails to board members undermining both women for his advancement. Monica scanned the messages, her expression betraying nothing despite the shock of seeing Kyle's calculated manipulation. Emails to Claire claiming Monica had agreed to divorce months ago. Emails to board members suggesting Claire was emotionally unstable but valuable for her family connections. "Why show me this?" Monica asked, sliding the tablet back. "Because I underestimated you," Claire admitted. "And because Kyle underestimated both of us." Monica studied the woman across from her, tall, elegant, accomplished in her own right. Not the homewrecker she'd imagined during those painful contractions, but another professional woman manipulated by Kyle's charm. "What exactly are you proposing, Ms. Westfield?" "First, it's back to Claire Thompson. The marriage was annulled yesterday." Claire straightened her shoulders. "Second, I'm proposing a partnership. Your acquisition strategy was brilliant, but you need someone who understands Luminex's culture to implement changes without losing key talent." Monica hadn't expected this angle. "And you're volunteering?" "After I effectively demoted you yesterday." "You demoted my position, not my capabilities," Claire corrected. "And yes, I'm volunteering because I built that marketing division from nothing. I won't let Kyle's poor judgment destroy what I created." There was something compelling about Claire's directness, her refusal to play victim despite the humiliation she must be feeling. Monica recognized in her the same steel she'd forged in herself. "What about Kyle?" Monica asked. "You were willing to marry him 2 months ago." Claire's laugh held bitter edges. "I married a man who presented himself as an ambitious executive with a clean divorce and no complications. 2 days later, I discovered my new husband had abandoned his pregnant wife during labor." She shook her head. "I have many flaws, Monica, but I draw the line at that level of cruelty." Monica moved to the window, considering options. An alliance with Claire offered strategic advantages, insider knowledge, retained client relationships, seamless transition. But could she trust the woman who had been with Kyle the night Monica needed him most? "I have a non-negotiable condition," Monica said finally. "Complete transparency. If we do this, I want all communication between you and Kyle forwarded to me, business and personal." Claire nodded without hesitation. "Agreed. And I have a condition too. Kyle reports to me, not you. His manipulation ends now." The boldness of the request surprised Monica into a genuine smile. "You still want to work with him?" "Want?" "No. But watching him report to the women he tried to pit against each other seems fitting." Claire's expression matched Monica's. "Unless you prefer to fire him and let him play victim?" "No." Monica extended her hand. "You have a deal, Miss Thompson." Claire placed her engagement ring on the coffee table, the diamond catching light like a small, hard truth. "He never loved either of us," she said quietly. "But we could destroy him, or build something extraordinary together instead." Monica studied the woman who'd been with her husband the night she gave birth and made the most unexpected decision of her calculated new life. Have you ever found unexpected common ground with someone you thought was your enemy? When has the other woman or the other man turned out to be as deceived as you were? Share your story of surprising alliances. Because what Monica and Claire are about to build together will change not just their futures, but the landscape of business itself. 2 weeks after Claire walked into her hotel suite, Monica signed papers making her former rival executive vice president of global operations, proving that women who choose alliance over animosity can transform betrayal into billion-dollar opportunity. Initial quarterly projections exceed expectations by 12%, Claire reported, sliding the financial summary across the conference table. The restructuring is already showing results. Monica nodded, reviewing the numbers with approval. The partnership that began as strategic necessity had quickly proven its value. Claire's institutional knowledge, combined with Monica's vision, created momentum that surprised even veteran board members. In the Eastern Division, Monica asked, though she already knew the answer from her morning briefing. Underperforming. Claire confirmed without hesitation. Kyle's team missed targets by 17%. He's blaming market conditions, but the Western team, facing identical conditions, exceeded goals by 5%. Options. Performance improvement plan with 30-day review or immediate reassignment to the Cleveland office. The corner office overlooking Central Park hummed with potential as lawyers witnessed signatures that formalized an unprecedented female partnership at the conglomerate's helm. Outside the glass walls, male executives exchanged uneasy glances, sensing the power dynamic shifting beneath their Italian leather shoes. Cleveland, Monica decided, initialing the transfer order. The distance from headquarters will limit his ability to build alliances against us. Claire's smile held satisfaction without malice. I'll inform him this afternoon. Their working relationship had evolved with unexpected ease. Two ambitious women with complementary skills and a shared understanding of Kyle's manipulative tactics. Where Monica once saw her husband's mistress, she now recognized a valuable ally. The corporate grapevine buzzed with speculation about their alliance. Some claimed they'd known each other for years, secretly planning Kyle's downfall. Others whispered about feminine solidarity overcoming romantic rivalry. None guessed the truth, that pragmatism and mutual respect had trumped expected animosity. One more item, Claire said, passing over a glossy brochure. The Williams Foundation is hosting their annual gala next month. They're requesting you as keynote speaker. Monica glanced at the invitation, noting the foundation's focus on supporting single mothers through education and career development. Schedule it and double our usual donation. As the meeting concluded, Monica's attention shifted to the financial analyst waiting outside her office, Ryan Mercer, whose detailed projections had proven invaluable during the transition. Tall, with thoughtful eyes and hands that moved expressively when he spoke about market trends, he'd requested a private meeting about expansion opportunities. MS. Davis, do you have a moment to discuss the Asian market analysis? He asked when called in, his professional tone belied by a warmth in his eyes that Monica wasn't ready to acknowledge. 20 minutes, she agreed, noticing how her body responded to his presence. A flicker of awareness she'd deliberately suppressed since Kyle's betrayal. The conversation remained strictly professional, yet something in the analyst's focused attention made Monica conscious of herself as a woman, not just a CEO. When he leaned forward to highlight a projection graph, the faint scent of his cologne triggered an unwelcome reminder of physical needs she'd set aside. As Monica FaceTimed with the nanny to say goodnight to Aria, her secure line rang with an international number she recognized immediately. The head of an Abu Dhabi investment firm offering a partnership opportunity that would require relocation. The same day, Kyle had filed a custody challenge demanding equal parenting time. Two paths diverged before her, global expansion or familiar battlegrounds. Is everything all right? The nanny asked, noticing Monica's expression change. Just business, Monica assured her, focusing back on Aria's smiling face. Kiss her goodnight for me. I'll be home for breakfast. What have you turned an enemy into an ally? What unexpected partnership changed your life trajectory? Comment below on how competing with someone can sometimes lead to collaborating instead. Because Monica now faces a choice that will test her priorities: a custody battle with Kyle or an international opportunity that could cement her legacy. Which would you choose? In a downtown Atlanta courtroom, Monica faced Kyle across polished oak and centuries of patriarchal precedent. His lawyers arguing that her business success made her an absent mother, while her wealth made him entitled to both alimony and equal custody. Your Honor, my client has been systematically excluded from his daughter's life, Kyle's attorney argued, his voice pitched for maximum sympathy. Ms. Davis's demanding career keeps her traveling constantly, while my client has repeatedly requested more involvement with his child. Monica kept her expression neutral despite the fury building behind her ribs. The man who'd abandoned them both during childbirth now positioned himself as Father of the Year, complete with stage photos of a hastily decorated nursery in his new apartment. Ms. Davis earns approximately $40 million annually, the lawyer continued. Yet she's offering no spousal support despite Mr. Reynolds sacrificing career opportunities throughout their marriage to support her advancement. The claim was so audacious Monica nearly laughed aloud. Kyle had never sacrificed anything. Certainly not the women he pursued while she worked late building the fortune he now coveted. The family court's fluorescent lighting flattened everything to harsh reality. No boardroom glamour here, just the sterile battlefield where parents weaponized love. Monica's tailored suit felt suddenly like costume rather than armor as she watched Kyle perform paternal devotion for the judge, his performance as calculated as quarterly earnings projections. Your Honor, Monica's attorney countered when her turn came. Mr. Reynolds has shown minimal interest in his daughter's welfare. He left Ms. Davis during active labor, missed the birth entirely, and made no attempt to see the child for 3 weeks following delivery. The judge frowned, peering at Kyle over reading glasses. Is this accurate, Mr. Reynolds? Kyle had prepared for this, his expression shifting to practiced regret. I made a terrible mistake in a moment of confusion. I've been trying to make amends ever since, but Monica, Ms. Davis, has used my daughter to punish me. Monica dug fingernails into her palm beneath the table, restraining herself from exposing the full extent of his lies. Her attorney had advised cool professionalism, not emotional outbursts. My client has never denied reasonable visitation, her lawyer clarified. What she objects to is Mr. Reynolds' sudden demand for equal physical custody of an infant he barely knows, coinciding precisely with her company's public valuation at $12 billion. The judge's expression remained unreadable as both sides presented evidence. Monica's meticulous records of Kyle's limited interaction with Aria. Kyle's emotional testimony about missing his daughter's early milestones. Through it all, Monica felt a surprising connection with her attorney, James Werner. His dedication extended beyond business hours, with late-night preparation sessions where professional boundaries occasionally blurred. The way he looked at her when discussing strategy, admiration mixed with something warmer, reminded her that she was more than Aria's mother and Gen X's CEO. We should prepare for the possibility the judge awards increased visitation, James advised during a recess, his hand briefly touching her shoulder. Courts often favor giving fathers second chances. The judge called a 1-week recess after Kyle's mother asked to testify, not for her son, but for Monica. Outside the courtroom, the elderly woman pressed something into Monica's palm. Kyle's text messages declare the night Monica gave birth, revealing truths that could destroy him completely in custody proceedings. He doesn't deserve my granddaughter, she whispered, but neither of you deserves this fight. Monica stared at the USB drive, suddenly weary of battles and vengeance. Aria deserved better than parents locked in eternal conflict. What will you do with it? James asked as they walked to the parking garage. Monica closed her fingers around the drive, feeling the weight of decisions that would shape her daughter's future. I'm not sure yet. Whatever you decide, he said quietly. I'm here, not just as your attorney. The statement hung between them, an unspoken possibility neither was ready to name. Have you ever had to choose between career advancement and family stability? How do you balance ambition with personal fulfillment? Share your story of difficult crossroads below, because Monica must now decide whether to destroy Kyle completely or find a way forward that gives Arya the chance at a peaceful childhood, even if it means compromising her own desires for justice. Monica placed the flash drive containing Kyle's incriminating messages on the conference room table, then did something that shocked both legal teams. She offered joint custody with conditions that would forever change their fractured family. "Before we begin," she said, voice steady despite the sleepless night behind her, "I want to be clear about my priorities. My daughter deserves peace more than I deserve vengeance." Kyle's attorney exchanged glances with his client, wariness evident in their posture. They prepared for Monica's ruthlessness, not her restraint. This drive contains evidence that would likely result in severely limited visitation for Mr. Reynolds, Monica continued, pushing the USB toward the mediator. "But using it would also create a permanent record my daughter might discover someday. I'm proposing an alternative approach." Afternoon sun slanted through Venetian blinds, casting striped shadows across legal documents that would determine three futures. Arya's photo sat at Monica's elbow, 3 months old now, oblivious to the adults carving up calendar days of her childhood into primary residences and visitation schedules. Monica outlined her proposal: joint legal custody with primary physical residence with her. Kyle would have structured visitation that would gradually increase as Arya grew older. Neither parent would speak negatively about the other to their daughter. And this point causing Kyle's eyes to widen. Monica would waive all claims to spousal support if Kyle waived his. "There's an additional condition," Monica added, turning directly to Kyle for the first time. "I've been offered a partnership opportunity that would require international travel and possible temporary relocation. I want flexibility to bring Arya with me when necessary." "Absolutely not," Kyle's attorney interjected. "My client won't agree to his daughter being taken overseas at Ms. Davis's whim." "It's not a whim," Monica corrected. "It's a $12 billion development project in Abu Dhabi that could secure Arya's future and legacy. I'm not asking for unrestricted travel, just agreed parameters for business necessities." The mediator, a gray-haired woman with decades of family court experience, nodded approvingly at Monica's prepared scheduling proposals and communication plan. "This is quite comprehensive," she noted, "and unusually accommodating given the circumstances of your separation." Kyle leaned forward, suspicion evident in his furrowed brow. "Why the sudden generosity? What's the catch?" "The catch," Monica replied evenly, "is that you become the father Arya deserves. Not just when it's convenient or when there's an audience watching." Hours passed as they negotiated details, holiday schedules, education decisions, healthcare responsibilities. By late afternoon, the framework of a workable agreement emerged. "I need to discuss this privately with my client," Kyle's attorney requested after Monica's team presented the final draft. Left alone in the conference room, Monica checked her phone to find messages from both Claire and Ryan. Business updates from one, a tentative lunch invitation from the other. The contrast highlighted her crossroads, professional achievement and personal connection, long separated in her mind, now potentially converging. When the others returned, Kyle's expression had softened from combative to contemplative. "I'll sign," he said simply, "and I'll stick to it. Not for you, for Arya." Perhaps it was the first honest thing he'd said since their separation. As Kyle signed the final agreement, joint custody with Monica's primary residence, his financial support waived, international travel permitted, he asked the question that had haunted him since the gala. "Did you buy the company because you knew I worked there?" Her answer would determine whether they could ever truly co-parent beyond paperwork. "No, Kyle. Contrary to what you believe, not everything is about you." The truth hung between them. Simple, undramatic, and somehow more powerful than any revenge could have been. After the lawyers departed, Monica found herself alone in the elevator with Kyle. "Thank you," he said quietly, "for not using whatever was on that drive." "I didn't do it for you," she replied, stepping out into the lobby. That evening, Monica celebrated the resolution with a rare glass of champagne in the hotel bar. When an attractive stranger recognized her from financial news and approached with admiration rather than agenda, she allowed herself to remember what it felt like to be seen as a woman, not just a mother or CEO. What price would you put on peace? When have you chosen to give up winning to gain something more valuable? Share your story of choosing harmony over victory. Because while Monica has resolved one chapter of her story, the international opportunity awaiting her promises both professional triumph and personal challenges that will test her newfound balance. 6 months after giving birth alone in an Atlanta hospital, Monica stepped off her private jet in Abu Dhabi with Arya in her arms and a $300 billion merger agreement in her briefcase. Motherhood and empire building no longer opposing forces but complementary powers. Ms. Davis, welcome to the Emirates. The delegation chairman greeted her, bowing respectfully. Your reputation precedes you. Thank you for accommodating my daughter's presence, Monica replied, adjusting Arya's sun hat. She's an essential part of my team. The chairman smiled, his own family photos visible on his desk. In our culture, we understand that legacy and family are inseparable from business. Your commitment to both is admirable. Desert heat shimmered off tarmac as Monica descended airplane steps, the modern skyline of impossible architecture rising before her like manifestations of ambition. Arya, now sitting up in her carrier, reached toward the gleaming towers with curious fingers, unknowingly grasping at her inheritance. The penthouse suite arranged for their stay included a fully equipped nursery and live-in nanny quarters, evidence of her hosts' understanding that supporting Monica's motherhood meant supporting their business interests. The minister requests dinner tomorrow evening to discuss the harbor development. Her local liaison informed her. He specifically mentioned your daughter is welcome to attend. Monica nodded, appreciating the cultural difference from American business settings where children remained invisible. Motherhood, a liability to be hidden rather than an identity to be honored. Back in New York, Claire managed daily operations with remarkable efficiency. Their partnership had evolved beyond strategic alliance to genuine friendship, regular video conferences, including updates on Arya, alongside profit margins. The quarterly results exceeded projections by 22%, Claire reported during their scheduled call. Board approval for the international expansion is unanimous. In the Eastern Division, Kyle's team has improved significantly since his return from Cleveland. He's actually performing above average now. Monica raised an eyebrow. Motivated by the custody arrangement, more likely by the rumor you might sell that division if it continues underperforming, Claire replied with a knowing smile. Fear can be quite motivating. The Abu Dhabi negotiations progressed smoothly, Monica's preparation evident in her grasp of local regulations and cultural nuances. When she presented her vision for a development that honored traditional architecture while incorporating cutting-edge sustainability features, the minister's approval was immediate. You understand what others miss, he told her. That progress without respect for heritage creates nothing of lasting value. Among the international team assembled for the project, one consultant stood out, Khalid Al-Fahim, whose expertise in sustainable development matched Monica's ambition. His respectful interest in both her business acumen and her dedication to Arya awakened feelings she dismissed as permanently dormant. You've created something remarkable, Khalid observed during a site survey, watching Monica review blueprints while simultaneously answering Arya's babbled questions. Most people separate their identities, parent, executive, innovator. You've integrated them seamlessly. His observation touched something deep in Monica. Recognition of her whole self, not just compartmentalized pieces. During the merger announcement press conference, Monica spotted Kyle in the audience, not as antagonist, but as Claire's deputy, both now working within Monica's expanded corporate structure. Their eyes met across the crowded room, and for the first time since that text message in the delivery room, Monica felt something unexpected, gratitude for the betrayal that had catalyzed her transformation. Later, at the reception, Kyle approached cautiously, Claire beside him in a professional capacity. The development looks impressive, he offered, his competitiveness tempered by the custody agreement's success. Arya seems to be thriving here. She adapts quickly, Monica replied, watching their daughter charm Emirates officials from her stroller. Next month is your scheduled week with her. We'll be back in New York by then. Actually, Kyle said, I was hoping to extend my business trip here. If you're agreeable, I could take my visitation time in Abu Dhabi instead. The request suggested growth Monica hadn't expected, prioritizing their daughter over convenience. I think Arya would like that, she agreed, surprising herself with the lack of animosity in her voice. Have you ever found yourself thriving in a completely new environment after heartbreak? How did starting fresh in an unexpected place transform your life? Share your reinvention story below, because as Monica builds her international legacy, an unexpected personal connection with Khalid offers the possibility that professional fulfillment might not be the only kind of happiness within her reach. 1 year to the day after Kyle's abandonment text, Monica stood at the podium accepting Global CEO of the Year while her daughter slept peacefully backstage, proving that sometimes being left is actually being set free. This award recognizes not just financial performance. Monica addressed the audience of international business leaders, but sustainable growth that honors our obligations to future generations. She glanced toward the wings where Arya's nanny kept watch. No obligation matters more to me than the world we're creating for our children. Camera flashes punctuated the darkened auditorium as Monica accepted the Crystal Award, its facets reflecting light like the many dimensions she now moved between effortlessly. Boardroom strategist, nurturing mother, mentor to female executives, reluctant inspiration to betrayed women worldwide. The past year had transformed GNX Holdings from regional player to global force, with Monica's innovative approach to integrating family-friendly policies attracting top talent competitors couldn't touch. The Abu Dhabi project had expanded to include developments across 3 continents, each incorporating education centers for working parents' children. Your mother's changing how business views family responsibilities, Khalid commented to Arya backstage after the ceremony, the toddler now comfortable in his presence. She's quite extraordinary. Monica smiled at the interaction, appreciating how naturally Khalid had integrated into their lives during the months in Abu Dhabi. His respect for her boundaries, his genuine interest in Arya's development, and his brilliant mind had gradually worn down the walls she'd built after Kyle's betrayal. The celebration dinner that evening brought together Monica's expanding circle. Claire flew in from New York, key team members from the Emirates project, and even Kyle, whose improved relationship with Monica had surprised everyone, including themselves. Congratulations, Kyle offered, his competitiveness giving way to something resembling respect. Arya was the real winner in all this, having you as her example. The comment, free from manipulation or agenda, suggested healing neither had anticipated. Later that night, after guests departed and Arya slept soundly in the hotel suite's second bedroom, Monica found herself alone with Khalid on the balcony overlooking the city lights. You've achieved everything you set out to do this year, he observed, his voice warm in the night air. What comes next? Monica considered the question, one no one else had thought to ask amid the celebrations. Balance, maybe. I've proven what I can build professionally. Now I'm curious about other kinds of creation. Their conversation flowed easily into deeper waters, shared values, future hopes, the challenge of vulnerability after heartbreak. When his hand covered hers on the balcony railing, the contact felt like possibility rather than pressure. I've been patient, Khalid said simply. I'll continue to be, if that's what you need. His understanding of her caution, his willingness to move at her pace rather than demand more than she could give, created space for trust Monica had thought permanently destroyed. When she invited him inside, it wasn't impulse but conscious choice, the decision of a woman who knew her own mind and heart after rebuilding both from scratch. His touch was different, tentative until invited deeper, responsive rather than demanding. Is this what you want? He asked against her neck, and the question itself was arousing. The recognition that her desire mattered, that this was choice rather than obligation. Yes, she answered, guiding his hand exactly where she needed it. So, even in intimacy, in the morning light, watching Khalid interact with Arya over breakfast, Monica recognized the full circle of her journey. The text message that had shattered her world had actually freed her to build something stronger. A life designed by choice rather than compromise. Her phone chimed with news alerts about GNX's stock surge following her award, alongside a message from Claire about potential acquisition targets, and a reminder about Arya's upcoming doctor's appointment. The notifications represented the integrated life she'd created: professional triumph, trusted partnership, maternal devotion. "You're smiling," Khalid observed, looking up from the picture book he was reading to Arya. "I was just thinking about unexpected gifts," Monica replied. Sometimes what feels like an ending is actually the beginning you needed but couldn't choose for yourself. What's the best revenge? Is it success, forgiveness, or finding new love that makes the old pain irrelevant? Share below how you've turned betrayal into your breakthrough moment. Because Monica's story proves that sometimes the text message that breaks your heart is actually opening the door to the life you deserve. A life more powerful, more authentic, and ultimately more fulfilling than anything you could have planned.